Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of SimCity Ultimate City. Today's episode will be the last episode. I've decided to end the series because I am pretty much fed up with how this game plays. So in the last episode we had just compiling problems that kept on adding up and up. I was trying out some suggestions from you guys in the comments and someone suggested that I said live stream it. So I live streamed SimCity and not a lot of people turned up because I didn't do a video on it. In fact, I don't think anyone who watched the series turned up, so there was no one suggesting what to do. But at which point I observed that people continuously leave the city. So one of the things I don't like the most about this game is that there's no actual numbers. Everything is kind of generated. So for example, we have this amount of people in our city. That's not a calculated number, i.e. it calculates, there's that many people, and when people leave that number goes down or anything like that. It tends to generate random amounts of jobs and statistics, and due to various things and the way it does that, some of those things get bugged out and then you have 1,000 students that never go to school, although apparently it's only 609 now, so I don't know what I did to change that. But this is pretty much the continuous thing. All of these are shoppers that the game is generating, probably because of some loop or bug that it's got itself in. And so it doesn't really calculate these people because you can watch this for hours on end and yeah, basically no one comes back into the city, they just continuously leave, which is really infuriating. So we have a lot of problems in the city, most of which are caused by traffic, and this is continuously contributing to those problems. One of the other really bad problems that we have is with alloy. Now you can see that quite a lot of that has actually been delivered. This was stuck at 300 tons of alloy a while ago, and I've actually left the game AFK for a bit because I recorded a time lapse of people leaving the city, which you can watch at the end of this video. So what else is there to say, really? There are quite a few other things that I don't really like about the game. For example, it keeps crashing. It crashed when I recorded the time lapse. It generally crashes every 10 to 15 minutes of playing the game, and that's since they've patched it, so I don't know what's going on. But I think one of the main problems with this game is when they make their patches and they change things, it completely changes the way the city plays. So in the beginning this was the Ultimate City because through watching DocM and reading some other stuff that was online, we kind of sussed out how the game worked, how to lay out cities like we have at the moment, and how to beat the game to some respect and make a really good city. Also, my approval rating is 81%, that's not bad. Yeah, so we came into this knowing what we were doing. It started off really well, and things started to go a little bit difficult when the city size increased beyond what I played in test worlds and stuff like that, which is to be expected, but then when things really went sour was when they released patches. So they would release a patch and then the city mechanics would change, and all of a sudden we'd have strange problems like people not using the streetcar depot, which they are still not using. If you remember, we had 60,000 odd people using this, then a patch came out and now it's down to 8,000 people. So these patches that they released, they completely changed the mechanics, and each time I log on to the city there's a whole bunch of new problems. Now when we were at that point where we were getting everyone to use the streetcar depot, things were kind of stabilising a bit again. We were learning a bit more about sewage, how to put that in either side of the map so it gets split rather than sent to the same place and that overflowing. Water as well does the same thing, and so we were starting to learn and improve the city. We had the problem with the education, but then patch after patch came out and kept changing things, and apparently we are now on patch 6, and I think I was only aware of a third one, so basically the game updates itself automatically. Another really big problem with this game, you have to be online to play it all the time, and so it won't let you play unless you're up to date with the latest patch, which you might not want to do because it's going to break the city that you're currently playing in. Now I would much rather play on the first patch and get used to it and see how far I can progress with a city than having patches come out while I'm playing on that and basically them breaking it. Yeah, it's really frustrating and annoying. And this game, look at it, it does look amazing, it's pretty cool, but it's just got a challenge that's basically completely balked, and the sort of fun that I can have with this game feels very limited knowing that whatever I do things are going to change and break. So that's kind of like Minecraft. That's how it used to be. They used to bring things out and it would break mob farms and break other things, but I don't know, you kind of get used to that with this, with that game, but not with this game. Had enough of that. Anyway, I'm just thinking about what else I should say about it. I did do a live stream, and if I do play this game again, I'm probably going to live stream it, and I'll announce that through Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you're not already. I probably won't post a video to my channel because, I don't know, I just like to do that for the big events, you know? Whereas just small casual live streams like I did the other day where I started live streaming Simcity, I'll just announce that on Twitter and Facebook as well. So yeah, follow me on there if you want to catch that. I'm not sure when or if I will actually do one, but if I play this game again, it will be on a live stream. And I'm not sure what I'll be doing. Probably checking out some things, like if they ever make the city size bigger, because the size that you have right now is ridiculous. It would make sense if the game worked to have a smaller city, because then it's a challenge. Then it's like, okay, here's the amount of space that you have, see what kind of city you can build with it. But not, you know, here's a limited amount of space, try and build a city that works. If you get it working, we'll break it with a patch. So it's just not fun. So there's a couple of reasons why I might come back and play again. But other than that, I think I am done, and I think I've said everything I wanted to say. So I'm going to leave you with this time lapse, and I want to say thank you for watching the series and leaving likes and all of that good stuff and comments as well. It was really fun to do this game up until a point where it kept breaking, then it got quite tedious. And so yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.